Hi, my name's Clottey. I'm here with Brothers with No Game, presenting So He Says. We're going to be talking about relationships with Chris, Aaron, Jimmy and Reuben. Guys, whose role is it, whose responsibility is it to define that you're in a relationship?
More time the latter occurs.
Okay. What would you prefer to occur? Would you define the relationship if she didn't?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Do you know what? In all my relationships, I've called the shots.
Okay.
Not as in called everything. Like I'm not one of those power hungry dudes. But I'm the one that's said, okay, we're in a relationship now, and also, okay, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've just been quite decisive.
Jimmy.
It's making me sound like an old man again, but I'm at that stage now where I don't think we need to say that you should know that we're in a relationship because I'm treating you like we're in a relationship.
Because if I'm closure though, man.
Yeah, or clarity, you know?
Like with my ex asked me the question, she's like, we're in a relationship. I'm like, well, you know my bank account details, I know your bank account details, like, met your family, you've met some of my family. We share keys. We share keys.
Is that enough, really?
No, but I'm saying
people taking this casual thing to the next level.
No, but that's what I'm saying. With the casual, like when I'm doing casual, I'm doing casual. When I'm doing relationship, I'm doing relationship. The two never intertwine.
How's a woman to know?
Can one not
Jimmy
flow into love?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. But then you'll start noticing the change in my behaviour towards.
Yeah. But surely there's a point that someone has to speak. I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is your job. I'm just grilling.
Of course.
Someone has to say, "Yo, I'm like that."
I am with Jimmy all the way. It's like you know how I'm acting towards you, how I'm being towards you. We don't need any type of.
But she might not know because you might be treating every lady the same way.
Nah, but like Jimmy, I don't do that.
Yeah. I'm definitely with Reuben, so it's 2 and 2 here. And the reason why is because it's beneficial, this is going to sound selfish, but it's beneficial to a guy to actually know what this is and what this isn't. For the pure fact that sometimes we think, no, all the time, as men, we think we're in control of everything. Like you said there, Reuben, I'm the one that, you didn't say it like that, but I'm the one that calls the shots. But you're not. Because really, she knew she wanted to be with you from a long time. That's why you're.
I'm the first to speak up.
They know what they're doing.
Right. It's at the forefront of my mind. I'm bringing it up.
Exactly. But then, by the same token, why you need to know as a man what this is and what this isn't is that she could be thinking that you're not, and she could be out there. You just don't know, doing what and thinking what and have plans. You know, I got a good friend of mine, and again, I'm praying he don't watch this. He was seeing a girl. He thought it was going in one direction. To cut a long story short, she's in Dubai, got married, has a couple kids.
Get out.
All right.
No time for
Do you understand what I'm
All
trying to
right,
say?
so reflecting on relationships, where are we getting our advice? Are you reading the relationship self-help books that ladies are reading? Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman? Are you...
Men don't read.
Men are from Mars, Women are from
we
Venus.
we read the football and...
Why Men Love Bitches. Brothers with No Game.
Yeah, I see me.
Yeah, I see you.
I
see you.
I am infinitely curious. So I challenge everything that I initially thought or anything that anyone tells me. And I read a book by a guy called Paul Carrick-Brunson.
Oh yeah.
Have you read this?
He came over.
Yeah, he came over and he got me to host his event, and that's where two of my
And you
friends
read
met.
the book?
I read the book back to back.
He's good.
Because it's really interesting, and I learned a lot about it because he's a master in his field, man. So yeah, I did read that book, but then after that I didn't go, oh my god, I want to read all the love books. Nah.
Okay.
I got that in my head and it was interesting.
Okay. Go.
I think the self-help books are very good if you kind of know the direction you want to go in anyway. I don't think any book should really be moulding your whole thinking about relationships, just like I don't think anyone on this panel, especially Jimmy, should be should be moulding your view of relationship.
All right, guys, really a serious tip. Back to relationships, okay? Because we're thinking two of you in a relationship. What if there are children? Either she has children or you have children. What does dating look like if there are children involved?
Speaking, am I the only one with a child? No, Jimmy is as well. Sorry. I think it's about time when you've got kids because you can't necessarily spend the kind of time and the children's ages. If she's got kids and you've got kids as well, you have to. And if they're boy and girl, you know, there's lots of different angles to it. But what you've got to do, from my perspective, is that you've got to make sure that whatever time you have together is shared time that everybody can get involved in. That's the key thing. Bowling, cinema, whatever.
Jimmy's agreeing. You guys, I feel like I've formed a
As
brotherhood.
I definitely agree on that. It is a case of before, the period before you introduce them to your children, you make sure you balance out your time so you're spending the right amount of time with them so they don't feel neglected. Either party. But that time where you've actually introduced them, like, you need to make sure that you're spending that time so they can all get to feel inclusive, especially if you feel that this is going to be the person that you're going to carry on forever and ever with. If you've got children at the same age, that's brilliant. Introduce them, get to know if they like each other, and especially if you meet a girl and she's got children, get to know her children, because if her children don't like you, it's not going anywhere.
It's over. Okay, so guys, Reuben, Aaron, you don't have children. Would you date a woman who does have children?
Yes, and I have.
Okay.
But it was mutually agreed that if we're not a committed item, then I have no business seeing their children.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
Used. No, I'm joking. Absolutely fine with it. I think it's a mature and a clever decision.
Okay.
Totally.
And Aaron?
Like Reuben, I've been there, and I have, and the problem is I've created, like, well, I've got, you know, I've been cool with the kids. Like, I'm good with kids in general, so like I'm gonna vibe with any kid. But to be honest, in terms of you mean like a committed relationship, right? In terms of a committed relationship, you know what it is? I have certain ideals in my head that are idealistic, and I think I fully feel that a man should be a father to his own child. So I know me coming into a relationship with anybody with children, ultimately, if we're going to be in a committed relationship, especially if that guy's not there in the child's life, I'm going to become the father to that child, as have many of my friends who have done this. And I personally, I don't think that's right. I think a man should be a father to his own children.
Should you, or could you, or is it okay if you are friends with your ex, or she is friends with her ex?
I'm good friends with both my exes.
Okay, what if she is good friends with her ex?
That's cool.
Shut that down, fam. What's going on?
It's cool. Shut that down.
Yeah,
Jimmy's laughing.
So we're talking about if I was in a relationship with this girl and she was friends with her ex.
Yeah, very good friends.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I should put any handcuffs on the person I'm with. They need to be who they are, and if they do wrong, then they do wrong, and then that's a revelation, right?
See, for me, it's not even about the doing wrong. It's it's sometimes it's like, say for instance now, if you're out of town for a week and then she calls you up and says, "Oh, Jay came over and he did some work in the house." Why is Jay coming over and doing work in the house? That's my work to do.
But that's her friends.
Nah, there was something there before. Like, have boundaries of how you have your exes. There should be boundaries of those things, because there was something once there. We don't know if it might redevelop or something. Have boundaries just for respect reasons.
Okay.
I think there's definitely a double standard here, because the truth is, girls have best friends, exes as best friends, and all sorts, but women usually don't tell that they have that going on. I haven't been.
He's trying to say that we are lying.
No, like just very economical with the truth. Very economical with the truth. And some guys, I think a smart way to do this is that if you know that your best friend is someone who, or you're friends with your ex, is someone you're going to talk to regularly, then you need to disclose that early on both sides.
Or never.
Okay,
ever.
so we're talking about. I'm taking us on another pathway. Okay, so it's not the same, but we're outside. Okay, outside your race, dating outside your race. How do we feel about that?
Oh my god. All day.
All day. Okay.
All day, man.
I've never dated outside.
Have you not?
See, he's saying all day, and you're like, no, I haven't.
I've never dated outside my race, because I've never been attracted to anybody outside my race that much.
It's preferences.
So what we talk about?
To the level that I want to be with them.
Or being in a relationship with someone outside of your race. Is it a thing? Never done it?
No, I've never done it.
Never done it?
No.
Yeah, dated. Yeah.
Okay,
There's
and
a
that's
quote
cool.
to support this.
Yeah.
There is a quote to support this.
Okay, what's the quote?
A wise man once said, "Pum pum is pum pum."
Okie dokie.
But that wise man wasn't me.
I want to touch on sex in a relationship. Well, you've brought us there, so we might as well talk about it. If she's had more sexual partners than you,
Go on, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Because she is G in that case. Don't ask me first, ask him first. He's the voice of reason right now.
Do you mind if she's had more sexual partners than you?
I
How do I know?
I hate to go back. Well, again, Jimmy, we're starting to
You've
align
asked
here.
her.
It must be the follicle thing.
You've asked her, and she's told you.
Let's be
And it's
honest.
double your number.
You know, I heard wise man also once say that when you ask a woman how many men she's been with, she's going to divide it by 2.
Yeah.
Then cut that down a little bit, and then whatever's left over, she's going to divide that by 5. No.
Do you not think that there's some women who might increase their numbers because they think that you expect them to have had more experience?
No, let's be honest. Again, being honest, I don't think men want. I don't know what the magic number is, but if it's starting to get into double figures, most men are going to raise their eyebrows. Like, even if it goes into triple figures.
I read that the UK's average before marriage is 7 sexual partners.
7.
That's amazing.
Okay.
This was a few years
For
ago.
women and for men, or just for women?
For humans.
That's amazing.
And can you
Full
get
stop.
can you
Women
get
and
into
men.
a relationship with a woman after having sex on the first date?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yes.
Why not?
That's
If I
nice
don't
and
have sex
easy,
on the
okay.
first date,
We
I
both
won't
had
see
sex on the
her
first
again.
date. Why would I not?
I guess the question
build a
is, you can
relationship.
get into a relationship with her, but is that relationship going to go into something
the thing
else?
as well.
That's dependent on her, though, isn't it?
All right, and beauty secrets. Do you want to know them or not? She's going to the bathroom to trim her nasal hair, to thread her sideburns.
I'll do it for her.
Okay.
Real man.
So you don't really mind.
Real man.
Old school.
You want her to bear it all, or you
No,
want her to get up
no.
slightly earlier than
You
you
see-
and fix the face in the
You see
morning.
me, yeah? I'm one of these different kind of guys. Yeah.
That's an
That's
intro.
Powerful
interlude, you know.
guy. Powerful
Album.
guy.
Ladies.
Okay.
I come in powerful now, but
Caramel R&B.
Yeah.
Out soon.
what it is, I don't mind about all that. If you got hairs on your legs, I'm cool with it.
Really?
Yeah. Even if you got a couple on your front, on your top lip, cool with that. Or your eyebrows a bit out of place, I'm cool with that, innit?
You don't. You're not about the eyebrows on fleek business.
I
Moustache,
dig
hit
you,
the
innit?
moustache.
I dig you.
Oh.
You see me? Like,
It's all about here.
I like
right?
the way you back it up. When you back it up, I can't see them eyebrows. You see me? So, what I'm saying is, by all means, if you want to groom yourself, oh, you're grooming yourself? Cool, babe. Do you want a drink or anything? Alright, cool. Do you know what I mean? And if not, if it's a hard month and you can't, who cares? Cat Williams, a wise man, by the name of Cat Williams, once said, "Either way, we."
Okay. Why do men cheat?
Opportunity.
Jimmy.
And again,
I hate to end on this one, but
again on what he really thinks. We talked about why men cheat, and opportunity is a big one. Usually thinking that we're not going to get caught is another one. Usually,
Sometimes thinking we are going to get caught.
yeah, very true, very true. That's
a
the way
way
out.
I've got a friend like
Just
that.
some man out there who live day.
Yeah, that excitement of getting caught, or it's a way out for a lot of guys as well, thinking if I get caught then she'll end it with me. But mostly I think it's greed.
greed.
They want cake and eat it too.
No, not
Lack of
greed.
discipline.
It's not greed. It's like
Greed, lack of discipline. It's
you
not
can't
that. It's
eat chicken every day.
Wow, we were starting to align, and now I see why we're so different.
No, but I'm saying to you, that's why I wouldn't say it's greed.
That's Jimmy's
That's why I wouldn't say it isn't greed. It's a case of
That's
Right.
greed, dude.
As-
If chicken
as-
feeds you,
as
break it
as
down.
And it
humans,
makes you-
as
Sorry,
humans,
sorry,
right?
go ahead.
We're animals at the end of the day.
you definitely
This whole sitting there, this monogamy thing.
Come on, I want to end on this. I want
The monogamy thing is a man-made structure. At the base levels of what we are as animals, we are not meant to do that. Men, it's not natural for us. Whereas women have
Ladies, are you getting this?
that nesting situation where they're nurturing. Men aren't. We go out, we conquer. That's what we do. That's why you'll find like they'll say like,
So
a
men-
man can sleep with another woman and come back and be fully in love with you, and it hasn't changed in him any way, because all that was a physical act.
Reuben, why do men cheat?
I don't have the answers for you, Claire. I don't have the
See, I
answers
got
for anybody.
serious. You got serious.
I have the answers for anybody.
God, can
At
you,
Jimmy
innit?
Swagger.
No, but seriously, that's my honest to God belief. I personally don't cheat because it hurts people. But if you were to be honest and go back to what you were saying earlier on about polygamy works for a lot of people in the rest of the world. But here in this part of the world, we're like, no, one on one, and you behave yourself. Like, are you supposed to really say that for the whole of my life I'm never going to be attracted to another woman?
It's not that you're not going to be attracted to another woman, but surely if you're trying to get somewhere special with this person, like I said before at the top of the show, if you're trying to forward
Exactly. It's a
themselves,
sacrifice.
But is that sacrifice?
Jimmy,
It's not natural.
Jimmy,
I think it's relative
the
to
ladies
how
will want you
people
to
are
be quiet
wired.
for a second now.
No,
I'm
they
sure.
wanted to hear this.
They did want to hear this, and then you
the
started
truth, damn
upsetting
it.
the host. Chris.
All I was gonna say was, surely what I said at the top of the show is, if you actually think to yourself, you know what, this is about how I'm gonna forward you and how you're gonna forward me. Yeah. You can't be forwarding 10 people.
Why not?
Your analogy of, because to be
works for people
special
in
with
certain cultures.
to be special with someone, Jimmy, to be really special.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you. In other cultures, they have it where you're special to all
Alright.
of those.
I've
families
opened up a
the
new
same
debate.
Now look, I'm gonna say one thing. I haven't got an answer for your question. I ain't got an answer for the question. Real talk. Yeah, but I remember when I was at maybe about an 18, 19-year-old, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed student journalist, I wrote an article and I said, if one hasn't tasted the whole Walker's range, how does he know that cheese naan is his favourite? Goodbye.
Okay, and on that note, my name is Claire Clottey. This is Brothers with No Game presenting So He Says, and Aaron has said it.
At Jimmy Sweater.